Hello, good morning, all of you. Today, we are presenting a new video that you can see on my screen. The 10 simple command help in Linux. So this video is presented by TRS Online. So in this video, you can see the 10 simple code that we can write in our Linux WSL. I use WSL, Windows Subsystem of Linux. So in through you can easily create your file, and then you can see in which directory you are in. So those who are from non-coding background, this video really helps you in starting your career in the coding experience. Coding very much very easy, and so we often think that coding is very difficult, but in this video, first I go through the each and 10 coding line that you can begin with, and then we do what actual it come along. Okay, so without wasting time, we go to our next slide. Okay, so this is the first five coding that we learn in this presentation. One is PWD, it stands for print working directory. Second is mkdir, so create any directory, you can write it. Then third is CD, change directory. Fourth is CD, similar sign. Then return to the home directory if you return to the home directory. And then is fifth is CD dot dot, then return to the previous directory. Then last five direct commands are ls, then list the contents of the current directory, and then ls minus a, if you have some hidden file, then you all the code all jot down the hidden file also. And if the ls minus l displays the long listing of content, so the ram, the size, the all the thing that occupies through your file, the code suggests you the exact figure. And then so mkdir is forming any file, then rmdir is remove the empty directory. Okay, and file determines the types of file you have. Okay, so without wasting time, we can see our actual scenario when we type into our WSL Linux system. Okay, so here is my Linux WSL Windows subsystem Linux system. So in this screen, you can see the simple codes or script that we learned into our presentation into it. So first is PWD, which is print working directory. So just simply write PWD. So we are in right now in root. So it shows us that we are in currently are in root. Okay, so next is so before going to next command, we just see in this root what type of file in available in the currently available in the system. Okay, or in the root. So just write ls list. So in this you can see the files that are listed in this is uh, um, uh, all that test.bam, sra toolkit, miniconda, then linux underscore practice, file.txt, all of this they are listed here. Okay, so first is pwd, then ls taught you that told you that which what type of files exist in the root. Okay, then the next command that you can know is cd. So whenever you write cd, then cd, if you write directly cd, then you don't get anything. But when suppose I made a file here is August underscore 2026. When I write and then cd and then giving space and then write August underscore 2026, you can see we are in right now August underscore 2026. Here if we do the ls, it's have one folder there is learn. So learn is present in the August 2026. So the list, if we list the file which are in August underscore 26, you can see only learn. So the third command that you know, the cd. So cd is change directory. If I do right now cd, then you can see the previous directory, the root directory, it's come. Then you can also see when you write pwd here, then you can see that is a root file. So we can do one by one. First write the again cd, then write August underscore 2026, then write, then as we know that in this file we have learn, so cd again learn, right? Then we are again in learn, and then if we do cd, then you can see we directly go back to our root directory. So here you can see another command so that help you previously one by one you can move to your previous file. How you can do? So again, we can do the same thing. August underscore 2026. Here we are in August underscore 26. Then cd. Then do learn. And then if we do cd dot dot, then it moves one by one. So the second is, you can easily clear about that. And if you come to the home directory, then you also do one thing, you do cd and similar cd space similar, then you can go home directory. Okay, so there are 5 easy command that you can learn. Then we go to the next 5 command that we told in the presentation is mkdir. So mkdir, before going to start mkdir, first I don't want to make in the file, in the root directory. So what I do, I list down the root. You can see the file names. So in the cd August underscore 2026, I will make a file. So cd August sorry, August underscore 2026. You can see we are in August underscore 2026. Here you can, if I type ls, then you can see only one file learn is there. Okay, so do one thing, just we create another file. So mkdir, and we can write today is Saturday, so Saturday we can write here. Okay, or learn. Okay, so Linux we can run. We are going to learn Linux command, so we can easily write here Linux. So here you can see, if we do ls and list down the files here, then you can see the 2 files. One is learn, another is Linux. Okay, so the opposite, it's a antonym. You can say the command are rmv rm. And rmdir is an opposite to the mkdir. Okay, so rm means remove. Okay, so if I remove learn from this file, then you can see now I do the ls, then you can see only Linux. Okay, so though I think you can pretty much sure about it what I am trying to say. So another command that I told, that I just go back to my root. So just cd and then enter, or you can do cd space similar, then enter. And then if you see the list, as I said, this is ls is list. So in the in ls you can see the all the files that are listed here. But if you have some hidden file, then you can also do one thing. You just write ls minus a. Here you can see some hidden files that are not mentioned earlier. You can see the here also. Okay, and not only this, you can do one more thing. So if you have a file size and names and which folder it is, so you do one thing, ls minus l. So here you can see the date that you create the file, and the sizes, you all think where it is saved, the total number of files, total MBs, you can already see into the screen. Huh. So last thing is that I'm trying to tell you is file. So file, if you write file, so file and then write, suppose uh, August underscore 2026, you can see is August underscore 2026 directory. Okay, so yeah, you can write like that also. So file, so if you have empty file, so file, okay, so file dot text, let's see, so it's empty file. So the 10 command that we learned in this YouTube video is that, so first is pwd, second is mkdir, third is cd change directory, then cd similar space similar return to the home directory, and then cd space dot dot return to the previous directory. The sixth is, if you list down the content of your current directory, then only write ls. If you list all the file including your hidden file, then ls space hyphen a. Then if you display the long listing of the content, then ls space hyphen l. Then if you remove the file, then do rm dir and then space and then write your file name that you want to remove. And then last, if you know the determine the type of file that you exist in the syntax, then you do the file and then space and then give the file, copy the file or write the file, and then you get the file that exists in the which type of file here. So thank you for this watching this video. Okay, so in the next video we will see some different command that help you in learning the Linux. Thank you.